The president saying this just moments ago after we had been reporting that there was an imminent trip next week with the Secretary of State to North Korea. The president has tweeted this: "I have asked the Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, not to go to North Korea at this time because I feel like we are not making sufficient progress with respect to denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula." Let's bring in now the power panel. Tiffany Cross, co-founder and managing editor of the Beat DC, co-host of the Beat DC podcast, and Kevin McCullough, radio host for Salem Media. Great to see you both. Kevin, I just had on Congressman Stewart, sits on the House Intel, and he said, you know, I'm not surprised by this because we have to get on the same page about a lot of things.
No, it's important that North Korea understand that this president's not like past presidents. We're not going to be snookered into something that we shouldn't be. And if he's not satisfied with where we're at on the basis of the deal that he felt like he came out of the summit with, he needs to pull it back. We need to be tough.
You know, it's interesting, Tiffany, on this particular issue, you hear Americans when you travel across the country say, we want the president and lawmakers to be on the same page. This is an answer back, whether it's meant to be or not, because it's certainly meant for a message as well to Chairman Kim, because there's a part of the tweets that are directly to him. But this is an answer back to all those critics who say the president won't look in a Gestalt fashion at all the things that are changing. He absolutely is with this issue.
Well, I actually think this tweet shows that he's got a tough learning curve. I mean, it was just a few months ago when he said North Korea is no longer a threat, everything is fine, and now all of a sudden, you know, here we have these comments. So I think he has a ways to go on learning his way around the world stage, as evidenced by this season of flip-flops in the summer, August.
Kevin?
I don't think it's a flip-flop. I think conditions change. You come out of a meeting with someone saying, I'm going to work with you, I'm going to do all these things. They do one or two of them, and then they stop doing them. I think Chairman Kim changed the equation. Trump is responding to that change.
How do you think he changed the equation?
Well, if you're not getting the satisfactory movement on things like the tearing down of sites, if you're not getting access to things that you asked for.
Actually being able to see the tear down of sites?
That's what I'm saying. And so giving us some remains is a good thing. That was a good first step. But there were more things attached to that list, and if you try to jerk around this president, he's not going to take it kindly.
But Kevin, don't you think it was premature of him to say that North Korea is no longer an issue? I mean, that's what he said with you know, a fair amount of certainty. And immediately after that, other people came out and said, look, here are the maps. We see that they're still building nuclear sites. And this was on the heels of the president saying this. It took him this long to take this reverse of course.
I don't want to get too deep in the weeds, but he did see some sites begin to be deconstructed shortly after that.
All right, we're going to stay on this breaking news topic. The president has tweeted that he will not send his Secretary of State to North Korea at this time.